Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya 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 Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari 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 Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yasoda Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari 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 Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yasoda Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Bhaktivedanta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Mai Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Mahi Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha 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 Jaya Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Maharaj 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 Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya 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 Guru Deva Srila Prabhupada ki jai Grantara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Om ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगता माह्यं दधाति स्वपदान्तिकं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासति गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। शृण्वतं स्वागता कृष्णा पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनं हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सतां। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3. The title of the chapter is Gajendra's Prayers of Surrender. Text number 22 to 24. Okay. I think one sloka is written correct. Okay. Yeah. Yasya Brahmadaya Deva Veda Loka Sarachara Nama Rupa Vibhidena Falgya Cha Kalaya Kritaha. So this is another two verses there. So I'll just, whatever is there, I will read it. And the other two, I'll just read it on. Yasya Brahmadayo Deva Yasya Brahmadayo Deva Veda Lokas Charachara Veda Lokas Charachara Nama Rupa Vibhedena Nama Rupa Vibhedena Nama Rupa Vibhedena Falgya Cha Kalaya Krita Falgya Cha Kalaya Krita Yasya Brahmadayo Deva Veda Lokas Charachara Nama Rupa Vibhedena Falgya Cha Kalaya Krita Yasya Brahmadayo Deva Veda Lokas Charachara Nama Rupa Vibhedena Falgya Cha Kalaya Krita Yasya Brahmadayo Deva Veda Loka Charachara Nama Rupa Vibhedena Falgya Cha Kalaya Krita Yasya Brahmadayo Deva Veda Loka Charachara Nama Rupa Vibhedena Falgya Cha Kalaya Krita Yasya Brahmadayo Deva Veda Loka Charachara videna falgya cha kridaya cha Mataji's. Yasya brahmadayo deva vedaloka saracharaha namarupa vibedena valgya cha kalaya krita yasya brahmadayo deva vedaloka sarachara namarupa vibedena falgya cha kalaya krita yasya brahmadayo deva veda loka charachara namarupa vibedena falgya cha kalaya krita yasya brahmadayo deva veda loka charachara namarupa vibedena falgya cha kalaya krita. So this is the next two slokas there. I'll just read it. Yatarchiso ghne savitor gabastayo niryanti samyanti asakrit swarochisa tata yato yam guna sampaho buddhir mana khani sarira sarga savaina devasura martya tiryan na stri na sandho na puman na jantu nayam guna karma na sancha sasan nisheda sesho jayatat aseshaha yasya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead who Brahma Adayaha the great demigods headed by Lord Brahma Devaha and other demigods Vedaha the Vedic knowledge Lokaha different personalities Sara Achara the moving and the non-moving like trees and plants Nama Rupa of different names and different forms Vibedena by such divisions Falgya who are less important Cha also Kalaya by the parts Kritaha created Yata as Archisaha the sparks Agne of fire Savituhu from the sun Gabastaya the shining particles Niryanti emanate from Samyanti and enter into Asakrit again and again Swarochisaha as part and parcels Tata similarly Yata the personality of Godhead from whom I am this Guna Sampravaha continuous manifestation of the different modes of nature Buddhi Manaha the intelligence and the mind Kani the senses Sharira of the body gross and subtle Sargaha the divisions Saha that Supreme Personality of Godhead why indeed Na is not Deva demigod Asura demon Martya human being Tiryak bird or beast Na neither Stri woman Na Nar Sandha neuter Na neither Puman man Na Nar Jantuhu living being or animal Na Avyam nor is he gunaha, material quality, karma, fruitive activity, na is not sat, manifestation, na, nor, cha, also, asat, non-manifestation, nisheda, of the discrimination of the neti, neti, not this, not this, seshaha, he is the end, jayataha, jayatat, all glories unto him, aseshaha, who is unlimited. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead creates his minor parts and parcels, the Jiva Tattva, beginning with Lord Brahma, the demigods, and the expansions of the Vedic knowledge, Sama, Rig, Yajur, and Atharva, and including all other living entities, moving and non-moving, with their different names and characteristics. As the sparks of a fire or the shining rays of the sun emanate from their source and merge into again and again, the mind, intelligence, and the senses, the gross and subtle material bodies, and the continuous transformations of the different modes of nature all emanate from the Lord again and merge into him. He is neither demigod nor demon, neither human nor bird nor beast. He is not woman, man, or neuter, nor is he an animal. He is not a material quality, a fruitive activity, a manifestation or non-manifestation. He is the last word in the discrimination of not this, and he is unlimited. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is a summary description of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's unlimited potency. That Supreme One is acting in different phases by manifesting his parts and parcels, which are all simultaneously differently situated by his different potencies. Parasya Saktir Vividaiva Suyate. Each and every potency is acting quite naturally. Swabhavahi Jnana Bala Kriyacha. Therefore, the Lord is unlimited. Natat samas chabhyatikascha drishyate. Nothing is equal to him, nor is anything greater than him. Although he manifests himself in so many ways, personally he has nothing to do. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. For everything is done by expansion of his unlimited energies. So we continue the reading of the prayers of Gajendra. Gajendra is praying to the Lord, Supreme Lord, and usually, so here various names are mentioned. So the Supreme Lord is the Srila Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport. This is a summary description of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's unlimited potency. Lord has unlimited potency. We are living entities, we have some potency. Everybody has some potency. It's not that we all have something, but this thing is given by the Lord. But the Supreme Lord, he has unlimited potencies, and there are various names he is called. So here we discuss and Bhagavad Gita and Śrīmad Bhāgavatam has full of prayers actually. If you look at, especially Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, prayers of Queen Kunti, prayers of Bhishmadev, Prahlad Maharaja's prayer, Lord Shiva's prayer, Brahma's prayer, so many great personalities, they are offering the prayers. So sometimes what we do is we think, okay, so there are some descriptions are coming, some prayers are coming, we just skip. Okay, what is that? Just sometimes there are descriptions of the Lord. The Lord is wearing the peacock feather, the kundala, kavasa, all these things. We think these are all some details, not that important. No? We just skip. We want to know where the Lord is killing the demons and all these interesting pastimes. We just want to jump into that actually. But these things are also important because when we know Supreme Lord, and then what to pray. We may go to the king. The king can give you the whole kingdom. But we may go to the king and ask for something very insignificant actually. You go and ask the king, okay, I just need a glass of water. You don't have to go to the king and ask for something like that. You can yourself can fetch the water. But if you go to the king, ask something very substantial. The same way, like we have different prayers. Like Dhruva Maharaj, he prayed. Wonderful prayer actually. Dhruva Maharaj was starting devotional service with a motive. Correct? He had a motive before. Not that he wanted to completely engage in anyabhilashita sunyam. Not like that. But he had a motive. But after coming into association of Narada Muni, his mother and then Narada Muni and the Supreme Lord, completely everything got transformed actually. So finally when he is praying, he was saying, Dhruva, what do you want? He was very ashamed actually. Dhruva was very ashamed. Why he was ashamed? Why he has to be ashamed? Yeah, I was looking for broken pieces of glass. But I got the jewel of your association. I do not want anything. This is the beauty. Because by reading these prayers, we all understand what should be our motivation, what should be our destination, what we are supposed to ask. Oh, my Lord, you have come. Okay, this I have already maintained the list for so long. Why you took so long, actually? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these things has to be fulfilled. Lord is not our order supplier, actually. Lord is not. Actually, even though Lord is not our order supplier, He still maintains all of us. Nityo nityanam, chetanas chetananam, eko bahunam, yo vidadati kaman. He is maintaining all the living entities. All the living entities Lord is maintaining. But we, as a devotee, we don't go to ask, Lord, please give me this, give me that, give me that, give me this. No, that is not our business. Because Lord, automatically He gives everything. He's already provided everything. All these things for our maintenance, our sustenance, everything is given by the Lord. But by just reading these type of prayers, the prayers by Gajendra, prayers by Lord Brahma, Bhishma Dev, Lord Shiva, all these great prayers, we can understand and appreciate who the Lord is. And then how to approach Him. Like Kunti Maharani is such a great devotee, but she is saying, I am just I'm unintelligent. Dhruva Maharaj says, Prahlad Maharaj says same thing, but Lord, I don't want to do business with you actually. Prahlad Maharaj. See, these teachings, these prayers are very important for us actually. So we can learn. So in this particular section, we have the Supreme Personality of Godhead creates His minor parts and parcels, the Jiva Tattva, beginning with Lord Brahma, the demigods, and the expansions of the Vedic knowledge. So, we are like Jiva Tattva. Like Lord Brahma is also Jiva Tattva, we are also Jiva Tattva. But we are not equal to Brahma. In the Tattva-wise, we are also. Any living entity who completely, all the rules and regulations he can strictly follow, he can become Lord Brahma also. He can become Indra also. He can become Agni. He can become. They are like a positions actually. The positions are there. So you can become one of them. But, so here what Lord is saying is like Gajendra is saying the Supreme Personality of Godhead creates His minor parts and parcels, the Jiva Tattva, beginning with Lord Brahma, the demigods and the expansions of Vedic knowledge, Sama, Rig, Yajur, Atharva, and including all other living entities, moving and non-moving with their different names and characteristics. So, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says also, Aham Bija Pradapita. Sarva yonishu kaunteya murtayah sambhavantiyah tasham brahma mahat yonir aham bija pradapita. I am the seed-giving Father. Lord Krishna is the seed-giving Father for all the living entities. All the living entities, Lord Krishna is the seed-giving Father. So that is his position. And, as the sparks of a fire or the shining rays of the sun emanate from their source and merge into it again and again, the mind and intelligence and the senses and the gross subtle bodies and the continuous transformation of different modes of nature all emanate from the Lord, again merge into Him. So the example is given how all these living entities are created by the Lord and these living entities again merge into the body of the Lord. So we know in terms of creation, Lord Krishna is there, Lord Krishna, and then his immediate expansion is Balaram. From Balaram, first Chaturvyuga is coming, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudeva, Sankarshan. And from the second Chaturvyuga comes, and from that Sankarshan, again these three Vishnu Murtis are coming. So where we have a Karanada Sai Vishnu is Mahavishnu, Karanada Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. These three Vishnus are coming. So from Mahavishnu, when he is in the Karana ocean and he is breathing out, the universes are created. Normally when we breathe within water, what happens? When you breathe in water, what will happen? Huh? When we are in water, what will happen? Breathe. Huh? Yeah, it will go, but the bubbles will come, correct? When you breathe. When we are very small people, we are very little entities. When we breathe in water, only the small bubbles will be coming. But when Mahavishnu is breathing, the universes are created. This is a little bit mind-boggling. You should not think that this is some grandma story or so. Some people tend to think, oh, this is a grandma story. No, it is not grandma story. This is a fact. Corroborated by all these great acharyas, great authorities, Brahma, Bhishma, Lord Shiva, Narada Muni, Sukadeva Goswami, everybody corroborates that. All the acharyas are corroborating. So this is what, so we have to take knowledge like that actually. So Brahma is, again, Mahavishnu, is from his bodily pores, the universes are created. From each and every universe, there is one form of Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, he goes. And from his navel only, Brahma is generated. And then again, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, he enters into all the living entities, all this, even the atom also. Even the atom also has that as Lord is situated as a Paramatma. Is there, Lord's presence is there. So this is the position of the Lord. So Prabhupada says, and also here the continuation of the purport. So when we understand, we have to understand this whole philosophy. Because then when we have the knowledge, then we will be able to pray correctly actually. Otherwise, we may know something and then we may not be able to pray properly. So these prayers are very, very helpful for us. And also, these descriptions, all these different the descriptions are given for our benefit actually. So in Bhagavad Gita, the 7th chapter, there is a description about where the jiva is a part and parcel of the Krishna, Lord. Bhumi rapo nalo vayur kam mano buddhi revacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtata. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence and false ego, all together these 8 constitute my separate material energy. Krishna is saying. Yeah, Krishna is, when he is talking about his nature, he is saying these 8 things are important. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. The whole cosmos is made of this. And then this mind, intelligence and false ego, these things are subtle actually. These things are not, you can't feel intelligence. Where is the intelligence? Where is the mind? Where is the false ego? That we may not be able to do. And then Krishna says, from this, again, after this, there is another thing, nature, Jiva Bhuta Mahabaho. This is a Jiva Tattva that is even better beyond these things. That is when the next sloka, Krishna explains that Jiva Bhuta Mahabaho Yayetam Dharyate Jagat. Besides this, O mighty armed Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. So that is us actually. So Lord is saying he is neither demigod nor demon, neither human nor bird or beast. So he is a special category. You can't categorize them. Oh, he's a man, he's a woman, he's a demigod, he's a demon. No, he is a special category. This category, his category is a supreme Lord. And even Lord Vishnu is also he's like a plenary expansion of Lord Krishna. So this is sometimes there is a controversy. People ask whether before Krishna avatar, what happened? Whether Krishna was there or not. Sometimes people ask this question, like the India, especially the Dasa avatars are there, 10 avatars are there. So they ask, before Lord Krishna's appearance, who are people were worshipping? Krishna is eternally there. It is not that Krishna avatar means he comes here and to perform certain particular pastime. So it's not that Krishna is not there. Krishna is already there in the Goloka Vrindavan. He is already there performing the pastimes. So just to come here to give association to these people and also reclaim the conditioned souls, he comes here. So that way, his position is very special. He's not like one of the, he can't categorize, he's not a demigod, he's not a demon, he's not a human being, he's not an animal. This is like exactly like Hiranyakasipu was praying. Hiranyakasipu was saying, he does not want to die by a human being, by this or that, all these different combinations he gave. Finally, end of the day, Lord fulfilled all the, whatever the Brahma's verdict, and still he killed him also. So the Supreme Lord, because he came as a Narasimha. He's not a man, he's not a woman. So he's just like he's not like he didn't use any weapons. Like if you see the comprehensive insurance, the comprehensive insurance comes from here only. Because he put all the conditions actually. So I can escape, no? I can escape. He wanted eternity. I want to be eternal. No? He is eternal anyway, but he doesn't want to die. The material body has to die anyway. So, but Lord came and he completely fulfilled all the criteria given by Brahma and still killed him also. So this is the position of the living entity. So Srila Prabhupada says here, this is the summary description, and the Supreme One is acting in different phases by manifesting his part and parcels, which are simultaneously differently situated by his different potencies. So there is a nice shloka, Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Shruyate. I just want to get that. So in this particular verse is appearing, Tam Ishwaram Paramam Maheshwaram, Tam Devatanam Paramam Cha Daivatam, Patim Patinam Paramam Parastad, Vidhama Devam Bhuvanesham Idhyam, Natasya Karyam Karanam Cha Vidyate, Natat Samas Cha Abhyatikas Cha Drishyate, Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Shruyate, Swabhavaki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. The Supreme Lord is the controller of all controllers. Supreme Lord, because we have controllers. We have Agni controller, Vayu, Varuna, Indra, Chandra. So many controllers are there. But the Supreme Lord is a controller of all controllers. Controller of all controllers. And he is the greatest of all the diverse planetary leaders. Everyone is under his control. All entities are delegated with particular power only by the Supreme Lord. They are not supreme themselves. He is also worshipable by the demigods and is the supreme director of all directors. Therefore, he is transcendental to all kinds of material leaders and controllers and is worshipable by all. There is no one greater than him, and he is the supreme cause of all causes. See, nobody greater than him. Nobody equal to him also. This is that's why Shloka says, Natasya Karyam, and the next Shloka says, he does not possess the bodily form like that of an ordinary living entity. There is no difference between his body and his soul. He is absolute. All his senses are transcendental. Any one of his senses can perform the action of any other sense. Therefore, no one is greater than him or equal to him. His potencies are multifarious, and thus his deeds are automatically performed as a natural sequence. So that when we have to do something, we have to plan, we have to think, we have to write down in the planner. The planner, we have to do this, do this. But Lord does not have to do anything, because he is like he's a natural sequence only. Because everything belongs to him, everything is his property only. He does not have, like for example, if king has to, just a mundane example, if a king has to do something, does he have to do any big endeavor? No, because so much of energies are there. King's energy is spread everywhere. Just king thinks only, automatically the work gets done. The same way, the Supreme Lord, he does not have to do anything. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. He does not have to even lift a finger. But by just his will only, everything is happening. That's why Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, this whole material world is there. But I do not have to perform. I am not namam karmani limpanti. I don't have to perform any activity here. But still, he does. Why Krishna does? Even though he does not have to perform the activity. Yeah? Yes. Set an example. We have to set Krishna doesn't perform an activity, oh, your Krishna didn't do that, so I am not going to do that. But Krishna did so many other things. Krishna lifted Govardhan hill. They don't see that. Krishna did that. Krishna swallowed the fire. They won't look at all of it. Krishna did one thing, okay, I am going to do that. So this is our problem. Because when we try to understand something, we try to superimpose our deficiency on the Lord also. I can't do that, so Lord cannot do that. This is our defect actually. Because we have imperfect senses. We have 4 problems are there. All this, with that problems, we are trying to understand the absolute truth. So, but when we understand Krishna, his position is not like that. Our position, Krishna's position, even though it may seem like that's a manusham rupam. When the Bhagavad Gita is mentioned, he appeared in the manusham rupa. It's just like a human form, but it's not like a human. It's like his form is not just all the frailties of this human body. No, not with him. That's why the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning is asking, Arjuna is asking this question. Krishna, you are saying that you instructed this knowledge to sun god, but sun god is already senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that? No? Because this Arjuna is asking, this is again teaching, how we can ask questions actually. Because he is not asking Krishna, you are a bluffer. You are saying something and you are very, sun god is senior by birth to you, and then how do I, so he is asking, how am I to understand? It's understanding in my understanding, not problem, not with you. This is understanding, in my understanding there is a problem. How do I understand? Then Krishna says, Bahuni me vetitani janmani tavasarjuna tanyaham sarva veta sarvani natvam veta parantava. Many births you and I have taken, I remember all of them, but you do not remember. That is our problem actually. When we change bodies, we forget what happened previous day only we forget. What to talk of previous body actually. Previous day, whatever happened, we forgot actually. So we can't, this is our problem, our defect. But Krishna is not like that. That's why Krishna says, Bahuni me vetitani janmani tavasarjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veta parantava. I remember all of them. So then he explained, Janma karma chame divyam, evam yo veti tattvataha, tyaktva deham punarjanma, naiti mameti sorja. That is Krishna's appearance, Krishna's activities are transcendental. When somebody knows that is transcendental, that he does not have to take birth again in this material world, this is the beauty. If somebody understands that Krishna's activity, Krishna's appearance are transcendental, there's divyam, nothing to do with this material world. We have to be convinced about that. Somehow or other, we have to understand that, we have to read this pastime, we have to put, because if you think Krishna is also an ordinary person, just like you and me, and then what is the value of Bhagavad Gita? Krishna is not like that. Krishna is aparusha, completely beyond all of these things. So that is why he could give the knowledge we gave. Even still, people are trying to read and try to understand. It's not something ordinary. So Prabhupada says here, is different potencies, parasya saktir vividaiva suyate. Each and every potency acting quite naturally. Prabhupada says this in some of the lectures. When Krishna wanted to, the snake demon, so Aghasur. So Krishna entered into the snake. How? Because he's not like a small boy only. Krishna at that time, he was not a very big person. So at that time also, how to control the snake? So he waited, everybody entered, and then he expanded. He knows. Swabhavaki. Swabhavaki means he doesn't have to go to school. He has to learn, okay, how do I do this, how to this thing, how to fix this problem, how to fix that problem. No. Not needed for him. Because he is Swabhavaki, means automatically he knows how to do this. It's like there is a Kesi demon, the horse demon. So Prabhupada says in the lecture, see, the horse is controlled by the mouth. So then Krishna put his hand into this mouth, and the Kesi was feeling like a big iron rod has been put into his mouth actually. So this is Swabhavaki, means Krishna doesn't have to learn anything. Even though he learns, even though he goes to the Gurukul, even though he has Sandipani Muni, everything he does, but still he is Supreme Lord. He does not have to do anything actually. So Prabhupada continues here. For each and every potency is acting quite naturally. Swabhavaki jnana bala kriyacha. Therefore the Lord is unlimited. And natat samas chabhyatika sa drishyate. Because there is no equal to. So there is a Prabhupada that explains here in this. Since everything is in full opulence in the personality of Godhead, is existing in full truth, there is no duty for the Supreme Personality of Godhead to perform. One who must receive the results of work has some designated duty. But one who has nothing to achieve within the 3 planetary system certainly has no duty. And yet Lord Krishna is engaged in the battlefield of Kurukshetra as the leader of the Kshatriyas, because the Kshatriyas are duty bound to give protection to the distressed. Although he is above all the regulations of the revealed scripture, he does not do anything that violate the revealed scripture. As we discussed, even though he does not have to perform, he still performs. We set an example. Yadyat acharati sreshta. Because he is a sreshta, he is giving an example so that people can follow that. And it's not only Lord Krishna, so he says here, Lord Krishna, he is not only Lord Krishna, even devotees of Krishna. Devotees of Krishna, they are also, if somebody is like a completely 24/7 engaged in the service of Krishna, they don't have to, like Madhavendra Puri, he says, he's praying like I'm not able to do all these different rules and regulations, different snana, sandhya, vandan, all these things I'm not able to do. Why? Because by just remembering Krishna only, I just meditated, and he's just like he's saying it is just sufficient for me, because I'm just meditating on that. That meditation only just purifies him actually. That meditation of the Lord. So that is why it's very, very important. Like this, the great acharyas, even though they don't need all of this, but still they perform. Why they perform is just to set, they have to set an example. That's why the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives this instruction. Like even though I don't have to perform, there is no activity for me, nothing binds me, but still I perform these activities. So this is the sloka where it says, there is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the results of action. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work. So this is like not only Krishna, even a person who knows that, who understands this truth about me, does not become entangled in the fruitive actions of work. So now the question may arise, why then the Lord is saying so many things? Why the materialistic people, why they don't understand? Why they challenge actually? Because the Lord is giving, the whole 10th chapter is Vibhuti. The 10th chapter is called Vibhuti Yoga. Vibhuti Yoga means opulence of the absolute. Different opulences. If whatever Gajendra is praying, it's already there. It's not like so in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, all the Vedas are coming from Vedosmin, Sama Vedosmin. Everything is, Krishna has given. So all the things are given. But why people are not able to understand? That is given here. Tribir gunamayir bhavair yebihi swarvam jagam idam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya param avyayam. Deluded by the 3 modes of the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. Because this is the problem. Because we are covered by these 3 modes of material nature. We think Krishna is also another person like me. Maybe a little bit more powerful. I am a little less powerful. Krishna is a bit more powerful than me. This is our understanding. So that is why they are not able to understand who Krishna is and what is his position. But even though the Brahmaji and all these other personalities have given their verdict actually. Brahmaji is saying, Lord Shiva is saying, Bhishma Devi is saying. But this is same prayer Gajendra is also making. Gajendra is this is like you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all the minor parts and parcels are created by you. All these things are given, the Shastra. And still we have doubt, because of the 3 modes of material nature is preventing that we are the controllers, we are the doers. Because this is the basic problem why we came here actually. We came here to the material world that we want to enjoy separately, not in the union. In union with Krishna, that is what the whole spiritual world is enjoying. But we thought now, like, no, we don't want to be there. See, this happens in the material world also. No? Sometimes a very wealthy father have sons and daughters are there. But the son sometimes wants to revolt against the father. No, I don't want this. I don't want to be like with you. I want to enjoy separately. And goes away, gets beaten up so many places. And then finally comes to a conclusion, I should not have done that. That is what our position also. Our position is like we could have very happily stayed with Krishna, enjoyed life like anything. All the pastimes we could have enjoyed. Well, now we definitely developed this because we have a minute independence. This one thing we have to remember. This minute independence is there for us every time. Whether in the conditioned state or in the liberated state. All the state, there is minute independence is there. We can use this independence, serve the Lord, or we can misuse this independence and go against the Lord. That facility is always there. You can't blame the Lord. Because if the independence is taken away from you, then what happens? What will happen? The independence is taken from us. We are like a dull stone then. Dull stone. Krishna doesn't want to do, because the love and affection has to come naturally. Yeah? We don't want to like keep a gun in that this thing. Now you love me. No, it doesn't work like that. We have to have this automatic. Naturally, it has to come. The love. So that is why Krishna lets the living end. Okay, you want to enjoy separately? Okay, I created this material. There is no need of this material world. Material world is superfluous. So what is superfluous? Any understanding? You know, superfluous. Yeah, understand what is superfluous? It's extra. This is added baggage only. There is no need. The material world, there is no need. But why it is created? Because the living entity had this desire. I wanted to enjoy separately from the Lord. Lord being very, very merciful. Okay, you want to do that, but you can't do it here. In the Vaikuntha or in the spiritual world, that will not happen. Because that is, the spiritual world is no dvanda. There is no duality there. So you have to go to this material world. And there is all these facilities are given. Like sometimes the children want to imitate the mother. Like I want to cook also. The mother will give all this toy things, like making they will make. I'm making this. I'm making that. I'm making sabji. I'm making. But the real hunger will come at that time. You can't eat this. Actually, whatever you have made in that play kitchen or toy kitchen, you can't do. You have to still go to the mother. The same way, yeah, you wanted to fulfill your desire. Yes. You won't fulfill your desire. But I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm still, as a father, he is concerned actually. He is ready to give. He is following actually. He is, as a Paramatma, he is accompanying. What is such a magnanimity actually? Such a magnanimity. Even though we are revolting against him, even though we don't have, we want to cooperate with him, he is still coming. He is coming with us, and he is giving this Paramatma, he is giving guidance also. So this is the nature of the Lord. So therefore, although he manifests himself in so many ways, personally he has nothing to do, for everything is done by his expansion of his unlimited energies. So this is the beauty of the Lord. Even though personally he does not have to do all this. Like in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, everything is in me. I'll just read this. The 9th chapter, 4th sloka, the Lord is saying, by me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not a part of this cosmic manifestation, for myself is the very source of creation. So, Srila Prabhupada explains this here. The Lord says that everything is resting on him. Matstani sarva bhutani. This should not be misunderstood. The Lord is not directly concerned with the maintenance and sustenance of this material manifestation. Sometimes we see a picture of Atlas holding the globe on his shoulders. He seems to be very tired, holding this great earthly planet. Such an image should not be entertained in connection with Krishna upholding this created universe. So this is when Lord is saying everything is resting on me, then the Lord may be very tired actually. He is holding all. No, he is not a person running around, and no, he does not have to do anything like that. He is not like a handyman like going to fix this, fix problem, that problem. No, by just his energy only, his energy is acting. And this, because of his energy, everything is created, everything is maintained, and everything is sustained, and everything is destroyed also. So that's why when the whole creation happens, so the Lord from Mahavishnu's body, so the Lord Brahma, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and then from Brahma comes, and from Brahma creates the second. Brahma is a secondary creation. No? Lord is the primary creator. Brahma creates the rest of all the different Prajapatis, and all these things are created, and then they stay for some time. Brahma's 100 years are there, and the Brahma stays, and then again everything merges into the body of Mahavishnu. So, bhutva praliyate. It is again created, again annihilated. So, one may wonder, what is the use of this creation and annihilation again and again? It's just like from an external point of view, it looks very boring actually. But because the living entity, it fixes his desire. creates his desire or purifies his desire. No, I don't want to go through this cycle. I just want to surrender unto you. Then there is no need for that. But that is why Srila Prabhupada says in the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, even one person reads this Bhagavad Gita and becomes a pure devotee of the Lord and goes back home, back to Godhead, we consider all our efforts as very meaningful. Because sometimes so much devotees take so much effort in distributing books, distributing prasadam, distributing the different paraphernalia. They are doing it. And even one devotee goes back home, back to Godhead, that is a big achievement actually. See, this is like a breaks free from all this cycle and then goes back to the spiritual. It's not an easy thing actually. So that is why this effort is needed. We can do our effort, whatever we are trying to do. So this type of prayers by Gajendra, prayers by Bhishma Dev, were very helpful and it gives you so much enthusiasm. What is there to, because otherwise, like if you look at material world, there always there is a expectation, business only. Okay, I do something, expect something. Do something, expect something. This is an expectation. But devotional service, there is no expectation. Okay, whatever Lord you give, that's it. Even the Lord gives trouble, so-called trouble. Even Lord gives some difficulty. What Kunti Maharani says, let the trouble come again and again. She's not a mad woman or somebody to say, so let the trouble come again. Because she knows, even if a trouble comes, why? Because Lord is giving the trouble. That means I will remember the Lord. Because when the troubles were there, everybody was dependent on Krishna, at least from a Mahabharata point of view. But when all this, Maharaj Yudhishthir was put on the throne, and then Krishna is leaving for Dwaraka. That is why Kunti Maharani is saying, now we had difficulty, you are with us. But when all the difficulties are finished, now you are going, we don't want that. Let the difficulty come again. What kind of prayer? These are prayers actually. Not that give me dhanam dehi, putram dehi, dhanyam dehi, this dehi, that dehi. Instead, asking the Lord, you be with us. That is sufficient for us actually. Whether trouble comes or trouble not come, what is the big problem? If Krishna is there, all this, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, yatra partho dhanurdhara, tatra shri vijayo bhuti, dhruva nitir madirmama, all these things will go away. That is not a problem. Problem is not that. Because even though from an external point of view, Pandavas were suffering, external point of view. But Pandavas, they didn't feel like that. If they feel, then why would they say that? Why Kunti Maharani says that you let the trouble come again, because they were enjoying association of Krishna. So that is why I don't mind trouble. Let the trouble come, so at least you are there to protect us actually. We will have your association. So this is the beauty of great devotees. So here we have Gajendra. Gajendra is praying, and again we are going to see how Gajendra goes back home, back to garden. So it's not like sometimes he comes in the category of Artha Jignasu Artharthi. Yesterday Prabhu was discussing what category, even though somebody starts like that. Dhruva Maharaj started like that. He was not completely Anya Abhilashita Sunyam beginning, but finally he came to the same conclusion. So Gajendra also, he's in distress. When somebody is in distress, who will you go to? You go to your Father, Supreme Father. There is nothing wrong in that. That is why Śrīmad Bhāgavatam says, akama, sarvakama, va mokshakama, udhahriti, tivrena bhakti yogena, yajete purusham. Whatever may be your problem, still approach Krishna. I have material problem. Doesn't matter. Even if you have material problem, you approach Krishna. Krishna will fulfill the desire in such a way that your problem also solved. And again, your shopping list will not increase actually. You won't come again with another problem, another solution. No, you won't come like. He will give you an eternal solution for that. So that way, our going back home, back to God will be guaranteed actually. So I'll stop here. If there are any questions or comments. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the nice class. Prabhu, you mentioned that Vishnu creates the universe and that Brahma creates the living entities. So, as parts and parcels of Lord Krishna, we were still there because we're parts of Krishna.
Yeah.
Either we were in a spiritual body or in a material body, depending on our karma.
Yeah.
So, what exactly does Lord Brahma create at the start of creation? Does he create a new body, a new spirit?
Yeah, bodies are created because what happens is everything is merged into the body of Mahavishnu at the time of annihilation. See, there are few things are there. So, when Brahma goes to sleep, at that time there is a different, because when Brahma's, every day also Brahma goes to sleep, and then Brahma's night, there is a Brahma's day and Brahma's night, and then Brahma's finishing also. There are different type of annihilations are there. So all these living entities, they are all just like in the manifested form, unmanifested form. So this unmanifested form, they all get into the body of Mahavishnu. And then the time of creation, that is why Krishna says, when he says glance, like when I just glance into the material nature, so whole thing is starting. So that is the Krishna, so is Mahavishnu, is glancing on this material nature, so the creation starts. So bodies are created. Because this is as a soul is eternal. So there is no question of creating the soul. Soul is already there. According to, as you rightly said, according to the karma, whatever karma we have done, so certain body has to be given. So Śrīmad Bhāgavatam says, karmana daiva netrena. Karmana daiva netrena jantur deha upapaddaye. So the suitable body is given accordingly, whichever jantu, whichever mother, whichever father you have to go, so that type body. So Brahma is created. So he is called secondary creator. All the ingredients for creation, ingredients for creation is there. So from that, so that's why Brahma creates the Prajapatis. That the position. What Brahma is doing, actually it happened like that. Brahma is Brahma also is not like he's a Manasa Putra only. He's like a Lord from Vishnu he came. And then Brahma also created all the Putras like that only, Manasa Putra, like a Chatur Kumaras, and Narada, Daksha, all these Prajapati. So Chatur Kumara said, no, we are not coming for this game. We are not interested, because they already self-realized. They said, no, I don't want to be entangled in this. So that they just left off. So like the other personalities, other different Prajapatis, all this, they came, and then that was their creation. And then this whole thing started like that only. The Rishis, Sapta Rishis are there. So all these people were created like that. So that is Brahma's position. Because Brahma is a primary creator. Brahma, all the ingredients are given, and then Brahma just created this body based on the karma. Whatever the karma is given, accordingly their bodies were given for them. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu? Yeah. Yeah.
I am not in
Yeah.
And we also heard you mention that like superfluous world where all the living entities are sent.
Yeah.
Krishna doesn't leave us. Krishna is within our heart.
Yeah.
Krishna is in every atom.
Yeah.
So on one side we hear.
Yes.
Since I am not.
Yeah. Yeah. Prabhupada explains that. Prabhupada doesn't leave anything to. So Prabhupada explains that, saying that, see, you go to the Tata company or any company, you just go. So that whole company is Tata's energy. Okay, just mundane example, Tata's energy. But you go into office, one room, where Tata is there, Tata may not be there, but his energy is working. His energy, Krishna may not be present in each and every room sitting there. No, not needed actually. But so his energy is working based on. So that's why Prabhupada says, like I am not in every. Krishna, I am like everything depends on me, but I am not in any of. When Krishna says like that what is the meaning of that? But because of his energy only it is working. That actual Tata, he may be sitting somewhere. Like Krishna is enjoying in the Goloka Vrindavan. But his energy, all his these things, with that energy only, everything is working. The whole material world is working based on his energy only. So he doesn't have to personally, but he still comes also. When a situation comes where he has to personally come to give pleasure to the devotee, he comes. Yada yada hi dharmasya. He comes and he gives association to the devotees. So that is, Krishna does that also. And in addition to that, he stays as his energy, and he as a Paramatma, he is living everywhere. That is there. He is there. Even the atom, he is there. So where is no atom? Everywhere there is atom. So Krishna is already there. So if that vision is there, so Lord is there that way. But you can't see like Krishna is holding the flute and sitting in every room in the office. No? He may not be there actually. So this is the way I think we can understand. So does it answer or?
Krishna is present in it.
Yeah.
In a personal form.
Yeah, he's there, but it's like it's not like he is there also. He is in the spiritual world also. He's performing the pastimes in the Goloka Vrindavan. And other places also he is present, and he is also, as a Paramatma, he is present also. So that is his inconceivable potency. Krishna can do that. Because Krishna, see, we see like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Ratha Yatra time, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was like the devotees, there is like a divider expanded into 7, and he was performing Kirtan. So everybody is thinking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in our party. Sangeet, doing Sankirtan here only. So, but he is there. So same way Krishna also, he expanded into 16,108 forms. So when he goes from the Rajya Sabha, so he goes everywhere. So everybody thinks of Krishna is in our house only. Krishna is in our house. Krishna is all the houses also. So that is we have our potency is very limited. We are only one only. We can't have multi-potencies. But Krishna is completely, he can do what? 16 million also he can expand. And one sense, we are also part and parcel of Krishna. We are also expansions of Krishna. But we are not like a Vishnu expansion. We are like this is like a Swamsa Vibhinam. So we are separated expansions of the Lord. That way we can understand. Anything else? Okay. Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Swams. They are all Krishna Tattvas. The Swams. We are Indian also. We are separated living in, and we are also part and parcel of Krishna. So that way we can, eternal connection with the Lord is there. The only thing is, if we want to enter into this association, or we want to reconnect, that's why the whole yoga process, connect back with Krishna, how to connect us back. So then there is no this thing, no need of this material body, and no need of going through all the janma, jara, all these things, no need. Shiva Tattva is different. Up to Brahma. Actually is interesting. You see, sometimes like when Brahma only sometimes Shiva comes actually. Rudra. But Shiva Tattva is different actually. Shiva is not a Jiva Tattva. Shiva is not a Jiva Tattva. Shiva is Shiva Tattva.
And then Shiva is superior in terms of
Yes.
Even Shiva comes.
Yeah. This is like, but you can, this is like but from a Lord's perspective, Lord has to perform this creation. He sometimes the Lord appears as a Brahma sometimes. There is no suitable Brahma available. Lord will take a position. So Lord, same way for destruction, Lord Shiva takes the position of destruction. So this is again Lord Shiva is also one sense is most like the yoga and the milk example like Brahma Samhita says yoga and the milk touched by some so Lord Shiva is Lord Shiva is as good as Lord Vishnu, but he's not like Vishnu. See, like that is example is given like different categories like 62. So Lord Shiva from 55 and even Vishnu to 60. But Lord Krishna, even some of the things Lord Vishnu, not that Lord Vishnu is ugly or something. He is also very beautiful. But not four things which are very specifically for the like Venu Madhuri, Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, and Bhakta. Okay, they are also, but this is very special. We don't see Lord Vishnu playing the flute or something in the Rupa is very beautiful only. Vishnu form is not anything less important, but Krishna has. That's just essence. Like Krishna has certain four things which are not even found in Vishnu form. So that's the four Madhuris, Rupa, Leela, Bhakta, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Rupa Madhuri, but the association of all this is like, other Vishnu also has devotees, not that he doesn't have devotees, but here this is so much different. Vishnu, you can't jump on the back. So that's all the certain levels, like Aishwarya Bhava only can have. We don't have that other Vatsalya and Madhurya. Madhurya is limited to Lakshmi Devi and that's it, like not every. So that is Krishna. That's just Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan and he is Sampurna. Amsamurti is called Maryada Krishna. Krishna is called Sampurna Bhagavan. So you, whatever you are missing, is all answered here. This Krishna's appearance, everything is all, whatever your desire may be. Somebody wants to be enemy, that is also there in that Krishna. Somebody wants to be a father, somebody has a mother, somebody has a friend, somebody has a lover, somebody has a wife. Everything is resolved in Krishna. Krishna is something called Sampurna Bhagavan. So when Ramachandramurti at that time, when we were there in the forest, so all these sages, they were also very attractive. So they all, but the only thing is at that time, you Maryada Purusha, that is his. So then he said, next avatar will come and fulfill all the. So all the gopis, they are not ordinary people. They are all like previously very saintly people, sages. They also had a desire. Some want to have a Krishna as a lover, Krishna as a husband. So that desire is also. So that is why the way Krishna handles all of that, fulfills all their desires. So that is very amazing. That's why it's not Sampurna Bhagavan. There's nothing, he is not, if he wants that way, Krishna fulfills that desire also. passed down.